Hello everyone. 2 days ago, I was dropped off in Milton Keynes with a bold idea. The plan was simple. I was taking a coach up to Edinburgh and I was to make it home only with the kindness of strangers, whether it was to share a ride, conversation or food, whatever anybody was willing to offer. In a world that sometimes feels more divided than ever, I just wanted to see if kindness still existed out there. What I didn't expect was how fast things would go wrong, and yet how much love I would still find anyway. It's safe to say this journey did not go to plan, but here's what happened anyway. Just one of these loves steps. Well folks, this is Calton Hill. Apparently a great spot to get a view. Morning.
Morning.
Oh, I knew it was going to be that way. Calton Hill isn't just a viewpoint, it's a part of Edinburgh's story. It's a home to the national monument inspired by the Parthenon in Athens and famously left unfinished. Locals jokingly call it Edinburgh's disgrace, a fact I later found out from the wonderful taxi driver Rory, who helped me get back at the end of the trip to Edinburgh, where it all began. Oh wow, now I get it. Woo, that gets the heart pumping in the morning. Oh my word, and we're not even quite at the top yet. But look at this view of the city, guys. Wow. Edinburgh, you are gorgeous. Look at this. Hello, cutie. Hello. Yes. Keep him happy all day long. He, she. She. Yes. Beautiful dog.
Thank you.
Oh wow. I have to say though, as much as that is beautiful, if you guys can see this on the GoPro here, these clouds are looking pretty ominous. It's supposed to be showery through the day today and then rain tonight. That looks like it's got a little bit more in mind than showers to me, but we will see. This is why I've brought my uncomfortable to carry but waterproof backpack. So the architect of this building here was a James Craig, or Cragg, I believe James Craig, from 1744 to 1795. He was also the planner of Edinburgh's first new town. Oh my God. Now that is what I call an incredible view. I think that must be the best city view I've ever seen. Wow. How stunning. What a way to start the trip. No, I know. Do you know, I decided I was going to do this trip because the weather's been lovely the last few days.
Yeah.
And of course I get here and now it starts raining.
It's really...
See you in Scotland long?
I'm leaving today and then I fly back to California tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got to fly to Dublin because that's where I leave from.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So I've been here 3 weeks.
Ah, fantastic. That's got to be quite a flight though, isn't it?
It's like, it's like 13 hours probably.
Oh well, I hope you have a safe trip back.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
You too.
Yeah, you take care.
Okay, all right, bye-bye.
See ya. Some of these views, I wish I knew more about Edinburgh. I mean, just that alone, that rooftop garden, that's, oh wow, and all of these rooftop gardens as well. What a great idea, give a bit of greenery to a city. And of course, there we have the ocean. Well, as beautiful as this city is, I haven't got time to have fun all day. Time to hit the road. I'll see you soon, guys. I'll tell you what, if you're ever stuck somewhere without any money, food or transport, you might as well be stuck somewhere pretty, right? Wasn't me, guys. I didn't do it. Well, I think it's fair to say we're out of the hustle and bustle of the main part of the city now. Definitely out in the suburbs, in the outside. Things have calmed down a lot now. Traffic's calmed down. Houses are quite small now. A lot of bungalows around. Really, really cute little bungalows, right? Look at this lot. So yeah, I think I'm about a mile and a half to go now. Until I get to the first location where I'm going to try and see if I can get a ride somewhere. Yeah, about 3.5 miles in, one pair of boots down. Can't believe these are failing already. I can feel it just flapping around on my foot. I'm dying to get it off. Dying to change my boots over. Actually, I'm dying to chuck them in the bin. It's really annoyed me. But anyway, I'm dying to get my trainers on now. But I'm going to wait until I've done this over 1.5 miles and I get to somewhere where I can properly sit and do that. Oh, what a pain. But I don't know if I want to say this out loud, but the rain so far is holding out. There was a brief shower earlier on when I was at the top of Calton Hill, overlooking the stunning views of the city. But yeah, since I've been walking out of the city, it's not been too bad. I do think the rain is definitely supposed to be here more in earnest this afternoon, but we will see. Not complaining. Met several nice people along the way, had lots of nice conversations. Just loving it, really, just loving it. Anyway, I'll see you soon, guys. Much love, take care. Well, just taking 5 minutes time out, resting the old feet a minute. Sadly, my boots were not the only kit failure of this short trip. Within just a couple more miles of walking out of the city, while walking through a nice park area around the university, unfortunately, one of the straps on my backpack completely sheared off in the backpack. I mean, this was a game changer. I had to come up with a plan B quickly. I actually managed to work out that if I released both of the straps at the top and pulled them all the way around to the front where there was a hold handle and tied them onto the front there, I could basically reverse the bag and stick it back over on my back again, and hopefully, just hopefully, it would hold out. So after eventually making it most of the way across the city and following the way out of the city along the A1, I got to a service station right on the edge of the city, hoping to be picked up. Now, turned out it wasn't a very good location to be picked up, and I was starting to lose hope and think that I was never going to get picked up from here. But that's when two amazing people came to my help, and they took me further down the A1 and managed to drop me off just on the outskirts of a town called Haddington. Right, everybody, so meet Ellen and Owen, my first saviours of the trip so far, who, they just happened to be chance passing by and have picked me up and dropped me off at other services. Hopefully, I can have a little bit more success at this one.
Yeah.
So, guys, honestly, I said it, but I really can't thank you enough. You've been a lifesaver. I really appreciate it, and yeah, you've restored my faith in the fact that people might help you on this trip.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thanks very
You
much.
take care.
Take care.
Thank you. See ya. Hello again, everybody. So, next stop en route is Haddington. As previously shown, thanks to Ella and Owen, I've reached Haddington, which I'm walking through right now, in the hope of getting to another location close to the A1 where I can get another lift from somebody. But in the meantime, it's not a bad place to have a look around and explore. Honestly, it's a really cute, old-looking town. You have to do a bit of research into this. It's a lovely place. Have a look at this, guys. Haddington, like the rest of the Lothian region, was ceded by King Edgar of England and became part of Scotland in the 10th century. Haddington received burgh status, one of the earliest to do so, during the reign of David from 1124 to 1153, giving it trading rights which encouraged its growth into a market town. Today, Haddington is a small town with a population of around 10,000 people, but during the High Middle Ages, it was the fourth biggest town in Scotland after Aberdeen, Roxburgh and Edinburgh. In the middle of the town is Haddington Town House, completed in 1745, based on a plan by William Adden. Haddington has faced destruction from English armies multiple times and was the site of the famous Treaty of Haddington in 1548. It's also the birthplace of historical figures like King Alexander II and the likely birthplace of John Knox. Haddington's Nungate Bridge, originally constructed in the 13th century and rebuilt in the 16th, has quite a grim history of public executions. In fact, an iron hook remains in one of the western arches, a relic from the days when criminals were hanged there. While jukes, restraining devices, were removed in the 17th century, the hook continued to be used for executions, including the hanging of a supporter of Bonnie Prince Charlie in 1745. As the light began to fade, as the sun began to set, I started to think that Haddington was going to be my home for the night. Maybe I'll be spending the night on this roundabout. But then, while talking to a lovely old lady who was telling me about the town and was wishing me encouragement for the trip, a wonderful gentleman called Scott came along, and my second rescuer of this trip, and he took me all the way to the lovely coastal town of Dunbar. So there I was, standing at Dunbar services as the last light of day faded, completely unaware that this would be the final stop in this short but unforgettable journey. I found a patch of ground beneath some bushes, just me, my sleeping bag, and the hope that the rain would stay away. And despite the discomfort, despite the cold, I slept, exhausted, overwhelmed, but honestly proud. In the morning, though, reality set in. My right knee, which had taken a beating the day before, it had seized up badly. I tried to walk it off. I wanted to believe I could push through, but deep down, I knew. I had to make the call. I didn't want to make. I phoned my wife Rose, who's been my rock through all of this, and admitted what I didn't want to face. The journey was over. But not without one last twist. A kind, fascinating man, an ex-royal engineer, picked me up in a taxi Rose arranged and drove me all the way back to Edinburgh. He shared stories of his life, of his father, a national cycling champion, and even a little known fact that Edinburgh was once a wooden fortress handed over to the English by the Scots, piece by piece. That story stuck with me. It's not always about holding your ground. Sometimes it's about how you choose to surrender, with dignity, with intention. And so I surrendered this journey, for now. I won't lie. The return home wasn't easy. Missed coaches, delayed trains, chaos at stations, but all of that's a story for another day, guys. What matters is this. This journey, though short, reminded me of something powerful. That kindness is still alive, that strangers will stop and offer to help, that even in failure, there's beauty. A huge thank you to everyone who followed along. Your words of encouragement, your messages, your belief in me, it meant everything. And to Ella, Owen, Scott, Rachel, Fred, the American tourists that I spoke to that were amazed at what I was doing, the roundabout lady that had words of encouragement, the builders who pointed me in directions of safe places of passage and somewhere where I could get lifts. Your generosity, your kindness, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This was never about getting from Edinburgh to the south of England. It was about seeing if people still care, and you showed me that you do. This isn't the end. One day, when the knee heals and the bag's packed again, I'll be back, because this journey isn't over. It's just on pause. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, much love, and as always, have a beautiful day.